Hello everyone and welcome back to the Football Zone. It is podcast number 3 today, and it's a one that both of us kind of have a pretty strong opinion on, me personally. But it's the VAR. I've seen the title.
Technology.
Yeah, technology.
It's coming to football, so goal line technology, but as you can tell, VAR is
the major. I've got no problems with goal line technology.
No, goal line technology was a really, really good one, and it'll come on to the point of VAR as well on how they rolled it out. Goal line technology, they had the idea of it for a while,
yeah,
but didn't mass produce it into every game, into every competition until they knew it was spot on.
Yeah,
obviously we've had like a few hiccups.
Yeah, but
like, I think there was one a couple of weeks ago in the Championship. There was a major one last season at, I think it was Villa, Sheffield United, where the ball was over the line, but the goal line technology didn't pick it up.
I think I remember it. Yeah,
but which obviously Sheffield got relegated and stuff like that. But overall, goal line technology, I mean, it's
reliable. It's a piece of tech that works.
It works really well. I mean, we wish we had it in the 2010 World Cup.
And Frank Lampard scored and it was literally about 5 yards across the line.
But I mean, yeah, it works really well. You have 14 cameras up around the stadium. Yeah. At different points in the stadium.
Just so you can see every angle.
Yeah, captures 500 frames, see everything. And it works.
This is a rule I feel strongly about. And I'm going to... it's involving VAR and the offside rule.
Yeah.
So... I've spoke to you in depth about it off camera.
Yeah.
And so goal line technology works. So there's a strict line painted on the floor, which is a white line on the floor, which is the goal line. So if every single bit of that ball is past that line, that is technically cast as a goal because the entirety of the ball is over the line.
Yeah.
But as you saw Liverpool versus City, where John Stones cleared it off the line by something like 52 millimeters or something like that. Something tiny, like 5 centimeters. Tiny margins, right? But that ball
wasn't fully across the line.
95% of the ball was across the line, but that tiny percentile was still technically on the line, so that ball didn't go over the line, and it was not a goal. But when it comes to the offside, what I think it should be, they go off if any part of you is offside. I think it should be the furthest point that is able to touch the ball on a defender, and if there's a single part of your body onside as an attacker, whether it be your foot, whether it be your shoulder, whether anything you can score the goal off, not the hand, not the arm. Actually, I think you should discard arms personally because it's too hard to sort of draw a line to. I think it should be torso only.
Yeah.
But if your trailing leg is onside, by law, you haven't fully crossed that line.
Yeah.
So therefore, the offside rule should be furthest point of defender.
Yeah. And
if there's anything of a goal scoring part of your body onside, you are technically classed as onside.
Yeah.
I think that's easier to follow because it's a concrete rule. It's not this part of the body, that part of the body. Oh, we have to go off the same parts of the body. Oh, we can go off different parts of the body here. No. You can go off any part of the body. So it's literally the furthest point of said defender, or furthest point of the defender that's onside, that is goal scoring, and furthest point of attacker or any part of attacker that is onside that is scoreable by goal. I think that's a concrete rule that can be easily implemented. Yeah, especially going to the World Cup because they've got a new type of VAR system. Yeah, because they've got way more cameras and stuff like that, and like motion detectors in the ball and stuff like that.
But that was my point with goal line technology. They bided their time. Yeah. Before rolling it out, whereas VAR, it seemed to be they've got the idea. I forgot there was some big moment happening, and they're like, right, we need to get we need to get this out now.
Yeah.
They had it in one tournament, didn't they? Did they have it in like the World Cup?
I don't know. I swear it was like the FA Cup or something like that.
They had it in something.
No, it was in the was it not the Russia World Cup?
Yeah, and it worked really well.
Was it 2016 Russia World Cup or something like that? 2018 Russia World Cup.
Oh, it would be 14, 18 Russia.
18 Russia.
Yeah.
It was not the 18 Russia.
Yeah.
It was because it was first ever implemented on the 3rd of March.
Yeah.
And that
so it was in the World Cup and it worked really well. So they're like, all right, okay, it works in a tournament, right? Let's roll it out into everything. But the standard of referee and standard of officials, because they'll just give it to all the governing bodies.
Yeah.
So they give it to La Liga, right? Where you go do what you want with that.
Yeah.
Premier League, do what you want with that.
Do you see how much it costs per season as well?
Yeah.
It's £6.8 million per season.
Yeah. But everyone has their own interpretations of how they're working it and who referees. Like, people in the VAR office frustrate the living daylight out of me, because I said this before, you would have to run tests and stuff like that, but the people who are sat up in that VAR office should be former players. Obviously, you won't have Ferdinand doing the Manchester derby and stuff like that, because but they have the understanding of the game.
Yeah. So
if like handballs are always the big one.
Yeah.
They understand where your hands to be. Like, every defender is now coming up with tackles like this.
Yeah.
Hands behind the back. You can't tackle like that.
No.
Like,
you got no balance.
They'll understand the point of they're going to go into a tackle. They're going to go side like this, and the arm's going to be there. If the ball hits the arm, it's a natural position
for your arm to be by your side.
Yeah, for your arm to be by your side. It's unnatural to have your arms behind your back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's unnatural.
Exactly.
So to me, it should be former players or former pros or somebody like that who
alongside referees.
Alongside referees, yeah, but like referees will give the all go for it, but they should be in there expressing their opinion on that matter.
Yeah, but does that not increase the check time though? Because then there's a conversation having to be had.
I think there should be a check time limit, but
as we saw against Liverpool versus Fulham the other day, it took them like 3 minutes to make 2 checks. But realistically, 1 check could have been done in 10 seconds because he was 2.5 yards onside. And I don't even know. They didn't even tell us what the other check was. The referee just going, 2 checks, 2 checks. What are they checking? What else could they be checking?
But what makes it worse is that obviously it's good to have the camera angles, but it's bad at the same time because it happens in real life once. That's it. Real time angle happens once. That's it. And then all of a sudden you're getting all these photo angles and different angles.
Slow
of a
motion
video.
makes tackles.
Slow motion, like. Emerson Royale's at the weekend when he got sent off in the North London derby.
That might have been a retarded.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, at first it looked like he's tripped him up and it's a bad tackle.
Yeah.
But then you see the very slow-mo into a photo and you see his studs going straight on his ankle. Makes it look worse.
But I think it was quite bad though.
It was. No, I'm saying that.
There was no intention of the ball. There was no touch of the ball. Like, it was just straight.
What I'm saying is it makes it look worse.
It does make it look worse, like 100%.
Like in real time, the referee makes a split decision. That's what it's always been throughout football. Yeah. The referee makes a decision on real time, given the video that they see. Now you get all these angles from all the way around the stadium. Yeah, it's like limit the time that you've got to make a decision by to 30 seconds. Yeah. 30 seconds, VAR has to make a decision whether it's a foul or not. Because then you're looking at it far too much.
I think goal 30 seconds, sort of tackle 15 seconds.
Yeah,
because you're limited to 15 seconds, right? Okay, let me get these crucial camera angles. Okay, that. No, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Then it makes them way more decisive and they know what they should be looking for.
Yeah, and you give them a time limit. You have a former pro and a referee watch the same clips and go, yes, it's a foul.
Well, there should be 3 though. There should be like 2 referees and a pro. Yeah. Because you need a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
So 3 of them watching the same thing, whatever the unanimous decision is, there you go.
Yeah. But to me, you have to have that pro in there for the real game perspective on it. Like I say, with all these players coming in with hands behind the backs and stuff like that. That's not a natural position.
Yeah, for your arms to be.
John Terry will go in there and tell you that's not how you defend.
Exactly.
You don't defend with your hands behind your back. It's stupid.
When you're changing direction, your arms is what helps you have momentum to go one way or another.
But it's the same with strikers as well on the offside rule.
Yeah.
Like, I think they tweaked it this season, but last season, you pointing where you want the ball.
That Bamford one.
That Bamford one.
It was Bamford. He was pointing.
I want the ball over there.
You can't score with his hand.
I can't score with my hand.
Exactly, you're pointing, you want it
I'm
over
just
there.
telling him, oh no, he's offside. Well, no, he's not. He can't score with his hand. If he scored with his hand, would you give the goal? No, you wouldn't. Okay, then so what are you giving that for then?
Exactly. It's just idiotic.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny, the standard of refereeing in this league
Jesus
is
Christ.
abysmal.
I don't understand how the standard of refereeing is getting so bad now.
They're so inconsistent. Some games they'll let these tackles run, they'll let these like little like nudges and barges go. They just to keep the flow of the game. You're like, oh, okay, I'm going to see this more consistently. Next game, literally same referee. Little knock.
Yeah.
Free kick, yellow card. What?
But like, I don't get how it stems from though, because the FA is the most prestigious governing body in sport in the world.
It's just shoddy. It's just shoddy.
Well, obviously barring FIFA and UEFA, but
yeah,
personal governing body in the world, like
national governing body.
Yeah.
It's the biggest national governing body in the world.
How are we then spending absolute fortunes on funding these referees? Bearing in mind these referees are on a fortune.
Oh my god!
They get their set rate, they get their paycheck a year, and they also get paid per game.
They also done the same course as someone that's refereeing the Sunday League game.
Yeah,
they've done the exact same course.
Yeah,
and they're getting paid so much more money and making shoddy decisions.
Awful decisions. So there's got to be something looked at within the FA in how they're training up referees. If you want to progress and be that top referee,
there should be constant retraining.
Yeah.
So every single month there should be training. I mean, we've got a lifeguard qualification.
Yeah.
Monthly we have to do training. Yeah. To make sure our skills are up to par scratch. To save someone's life.
Yeah.
We're talking about refereeing here. Minimum 3 months, every 3 months.
Yeah.
Just do it monthly. Get the Premier League, get your league's referees to a meeting and discuss what's happened in that month, what went wrong, and then how to rectify the decision going
obviously,
forward.
They have to do some sort of test to pass their qualification. I think retest it every year.
Exactly. Yeah, not every year.
No, retest them every year. The way it's going now, retest them every year. See if they're actually fit to be a referee these days.
True.
Because, and also, I don't know, I haven't looked it up when they were the last time they changed the training course or anything like that. They could be still using the same training course from 1960 for all we know.
I think that it'd be more up to date tutor.
But fingers crossed it's up to date, but they should always be looking at making it up to date all the time.
I think every single time there's a new, not every single year, so every single time there's a new test, all certified referees have to take
retest them every year.
From Premier League.
But even if you look at it this way,
if you're in a professional league,
yeah,
right, free of charge, go retest every single year. You don't have to pay for it. I don't think anyone should have to repay for it, but you know, obviously FA have to make money from somewhere.
But what do you think about this? And because we're talking about referees and how bad our refereeing is, whenever there's a tournament on, the World Cup or the Euros or stuff like that, but this year's World Cup, how many English referees are going?
Is Mark Clattenburg going to be there because it's in Qatar?
You know.
Is Mark Clattenburg?
Mark Clattenburg's retired, man.
Has he?
Yeah.
I thought he's still.
He did the Simon charity match.
I thought he was still refereeing in Qatar.
He's the head of referees for Qatar.
Oh. But I hope he's there. I hope he's the head of referees at the Qatar World Cup. Mind.
Yeah.
He's surely got to be.
Refereeing the World Cup. There's not an English referee gone.
I'm glad.
And that's the same with a lot of international tournaments. And even if you look at like the Champions League, Europa League and stuff like that, you don't see many English referees getting the chance to referee.
He was the only English referee I can put my
Mark Clanberg was a really good referee.
He's from around here, you know.
Yeah,
he's from the northeast. He's class.
And also the way
his son went to the school around the corner.
Yeah.
He used to pull up in an R8, picking his kid up. My brother used to go, "Oh, there's Mark Clanberg's son getting picked up again." He used to just pull up in a white R8 and pick his son up every day. That's pretty crazy. You used to live literally around here. Get him on the podcast.
But that says a lot, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That we can't even get referees going to international tournaments.
Do you know what the crazy thing is, right? I'm going to just talk about that Cyber charity match. The way he understood the game.
Yeah.
He used his head. I don't think any other referee would just go, "Oh, it's just a bit of banter. Saw this speed kid. He's a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But if I just let him have his sort of space, he's not going to be too crazy. If I keep on penalising him and if I give him a yellow card and stuff like that, it's just going to make everything worse. I don't want to send this kid off because he adds to the comedic value.
Yeah, and it's a charity game.
It's a charity game. It's just a friendly at the end of the day.
It's fun.
And he read it all. He got whipped by speed and he just started laughing. I'm not saying let players punch you in the face. I'm saying
have a better understanding of the game.
If it's England versus Germany, understand the game more. It's a big occasion.
Yeah.
Go into the dressing rooms. Go here. These are the decisions I'm going to make in this game. Respect my decisions. If you don't respect my decisions, yellow card straight away. I don't care. I literally just go, I do not care.
It also goes to a certain point of knowing the magnitude of the game and how you're going to let a game run. Yeah. Because if a first tackle comes flying in the first couple of minutes
in a World Cup final and you give them a yellow card,
then your yellow card off the bat or your free kick straight away and this, that and the other, and you're stopping the game, it sets a tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
If you let some decisions go, obviously if it's a 2-foot and a big tackle, this, that and the other, then you've got to make the decision. But if you let certain decisions go because of the magnitude of the game, you are then in control of that game straight away.
100%.
You are then setting the tone because the other teams will go, right, okay,
this is what we're going
I'm allowed to do this, so we'll go down this road, sort of thing, rather than just straight away.
Like little tiny little niggly
because then it's hard for you to control the game later on in the game.
Yeah.
So that same player makes a little tackle in the 70th minute. He's already on a yellow card. Okay, there's another tackle. Alright. Makes a shoulder barge off the ball. There's another tackle. One more and he's off.
Exactly.
Just for some little small tackles.
Well, you saw it last night with Sinisterra.
Yeah.
For Leeds versus Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Or whenever this is getting uploaded. He got 2 yellow cards for 2 tackles that I just say yellow cards.
Yeah.
And
but then as soon as you give out that first yellow card, you were then under pressure for the rest of it.
The thing is though, that was his first tackle of the game.
Yeah.
And I personally just don't think it wasn't that, pardon the pun, it wasn't that sinister.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a sinister tackle. Like, yeah, he didn't get the ball. He didn't go studs up. It wasn't really from behind. It was like coming around from the side. He just missed the ball by like that much.
Yeah.
And clipped his ankle. But he didn't go studs up. It was literally like that.
Yeah.
It's not a yellow card tackle.
Just mistimed.
It wasn't like... It was literally in Aston Villa's half still.
Yeah.
He was just in front of the defence. He lost the ball. Just give the free kick and carry on.
Yeah.
Because that just ruined the game completely. I didn't think it was a yellow card tackle. Yeah. The second one, you give him a yellow card because he's already committed that type of foul. Give him a yellow card.
But then that comes to a point where VAR can then intervene with
the thing is
better VAR in place.
But with the player being there, like you said before, it gives this sort of opinion like, look, that was his first challenge at the game. It's early on in the game. If he makes another tackle anywhere close to that, give him a yellow card. Fair enough. But that's his first tackle of the game. First attempted tackle as well. Yeah. He's getting a yellow card for it. Yeah. It wasn't that much of a bad tackle.
But then that drops back to VAR and the perspective in the VAR room and going of what you've got there and saying, right, like you say, first tackle, and then all 3 of them make the decision inside of 15 seconds. Done. Yeah. Move on with the game.
Yeah.
If it comes to the point, then you've got to think about, obviously, you send the referee to the monitor if you're looking at overturning a decision, aren't you? So then quickly make your decision and go, you might want to go double check that.
Yeah.
And then the referee, because he is still technically the on-field referee, so he has a final say on it.
So we said before about checks in the VAR room, maximum for goal 30 seconds, maximum for sort of tackle 15 seconds.
Yeah.
This is what would be good, is the time can get extended if you go, referee, go look at that.
Yeah.
You've got 30 seconds in the VAR room to make your decision.
Yeah.
It's either, this is what happened, I think you should do this, or go check the screen because you're the on-field referee.
It's when the referee goes to the monitor, it's for overturning a decision.
I think it should just be, here's what we think, go have a look what you think. We'll make a combined decision out of us in the VAR room, you on the pitch, but you make final decision. We'll give our opinion on what we've seen in our 15-second check or 30-second check from the two referees and the player.
Yeah.
Make your decision, but this is our opinion.
Yeah.
And the on-field referee gets the opinion and sees the thing happening and then makes the decision from there.
I think the on-field referee should have a minute.
That's it, 30 seconds.
No, like a minute to get there.
Oh, right, okay, in total.
Yeah, so as soon as he's told,
as soon as he goes like that, he's got a minute from doing that.
He's got a minute to go, because you've got monitors all around. Like, it's not like he has to go full length of the pitch to go check his monitor. You've got a minute to then go check your monitor, get the decision.
Yeah.
Final call.
Exactly.
Then you've got all these 5-minute waits for a call and this and the others, game getting gone.
Mm-hmm.
You then get all the stupidity gone out of the game of looking at every single angle, every camera, every photo that we've got of it. Oh, that bit looks bad, but by that clip it doesn't look too bad. But then when we slow it down, it was never slowed down. It was in the moment. Look at the clip in the moment. Don't slow-mo it.
Exactly.
Why are we slow-moing things?
Exactly.
Like, if you take a screenshot of something, it's going to look a lot worse than it.
Exactly, yeah. It's like if we started laughing and someone took a screenshot of it and I could look evil during that laugh, but it's actually me just laughing.
Yeah.
Like,
so you've got a minute to get over to that monitor, watch it, make your decision, then we're done, and then you move on with it.
Exactly. It keeps the flow of the game going.
Yeah.
So maximum, you're looking at 1 minute and 30 seconds for VAR and referee. If that's including the VAR room and the referee check. Why are we in charge of this?
Then you don't get all these
so
stupid
simple.
ruling.
With 22-year-olds with a lot better opinions than these professional
who get paid
so much money. So this is what we're gonna. If we were head of FA, this is what we'd implement.
Well, if we're head of VAR.
No, FA, because the FA overrule and implement it into.
Yeah, but they'll have.
Yeah, no, but we're talking about referees as well. So monthly training for referees.
Yeah.
So that means going over what happened in that month of games in that league. So this could be for every single professional league in the world as well.
Yeah.
Go over everything that happened, good and bad.
Yeah.
Rectify the bad points so it doesn't happen in the future.
Yeah.
And then make sure that the rules are clear and consistent. And go, right, your game wasn't refereed properly. You need to make sure you do stuff like this. This is the bad points of the game, but you've done these things good. So there isn't just constant negativity. Start the season, pre-season test for all referees that want to referee in the Premier League. Consistency on rules. So the rule for the offside is entirety of your body has to be offside. Yeah. I mean your torso, so not including sleeves, arms, anything like that. Torso, cut off from your torso. Your head included, because you can score with your head. Yeah. So your entirety of defender, furthest part of the defender, and then the furthest back part of the attacker. Yeah. Then maximum check times. So 15 seconds for a tackle, 30 seconds for a goal.
In the VAR room, yeah.
And then referees.
Referees have a minute to respond to them getting told that you need to go check the monitor.
But it's a minute from this sign, you get a minute from that sign.
Get over to your monitor, check it, get rid of slow-mos and photos because they're not real time. Yeah. Get rid of them, check it, make your decision, be done, on with the game.
Fair enough, a zoomed in angle. Yeah. But do not slow-mo the zoomed in angle.
I don't mind like an angle from front, back, side, all over, up, above, in your seat, around. But you're watching it in real time.
The second you slow-mo it, that's where it makes it look worse.
Like the only time I'll understand a slow-mo is if it's
A handball.
A handball, or the player nicked the ball just. And do you know the ones where he's running down the line and he's got the ball, someone comes in and hits a tackle. You want to know if it's the attacker who's touched the ball or the defender's touched the ball. Yeah. That's the only time that's warranted.
Yeah.
If you need to know whether that tackle there, he won the ball or he's getting sent off for that tackle. Yeah. That's the only time a slow-mo can be warranted to me. Mm-hmm. Is checking that specific sort of incident. Yeah, goal line technology works.
Oh, I've got no problem with goal line technology, and the way it was rolled out, it wasn't. It wasn't. Oh, okay, it worked well here. We probably should do another test. It was literally 2012. So 2011, there was an initial test in a game, and it went well.
Yeah.
And then they took it to a conference or something like that.
Yeah.
And tested it through a tournament. Worked well through there. Let's do another test the next year. It took 3 years of testing, but fully through different tournaments, not through one World Cup where you've got the best referees in the world with the best opinions in the world, supported by literally there was 6 referees in the VAR room at each game for the Russia one. 6.
But the reason why I think goal line technology did work so well and the rollout worked so well from that was because it was already sort of implemented in other sports. So in tennis, you had Hawkeye and stuff like that. So they had some stats to go off and they had a basis to go off. Obviously, they changed it specific to their sport, but they still continued the right testing line.
But rugby had VAR.
But this is my point in a piece of technology I'd like to see come into the referee.
Is the microphone.
Mic up the refs.
And the whole stadium can hear it.
Mic up the refs. Like they do in rugby.
But swearing, that can be a problem.
It doesn't have to be broadcasted live on TV all of the time.
That's the problem though, because there's just so much swearing in football.
Yeah, but you can clip. So when you're in discussions and stuff like that, you're in a major incident happening, then you can hear what the referee's saying. But in rugby, there's
actually saying that when they're doing the, I think not between. I think it should be. You can hear the VAR room and the referee discussing when the referee is at the TV.
So you know exactly what's going through.
And there's no people around swearing at them.
Yeah.
Like for TV rights and making sure no one's swearing, that can be the time. Yeah. Because realistically, if you've got a ref mic up on the pitch, you literally can see the people on the TV swearing.
But it works in rugby.
But the thing, rugby is a gentleman's sport. They respect the referee so much. I went and watched the Loughborough Uni versus Durham Uni rugby game. Yeah. This kid, this 21-year-old or whatever, 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Didn't even swear. He just slightly disagreed with what the referee's decision was. Sin bins straight away.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
And also, sin bins should be a thing.
Respecting the referee, you don't have that, and it's mainly because of how poorly the stand of the referees. Everyone knows it.
Well,
everyone knows it can argue the point.
That bald Italian guy. I can't remember his name.
Like best referee of all time.
Yeah, everyone respected him.
Yeah.
And
that should just
you search for it. Well, I say anyway. They need to make sure they respect the referee, because in rugby, there's literally they call the referee sir. Yeah. When they're having a conversation with them, if he goes, right, I'm talking now. Yeah. So the referee goes, I'm talking now. Yeah. Players shut up immediately. Yeah. If someone goes, but ref, sin bin, because the referee's talking. You've got to respect the referee.
I mean, not remember the clip of Kalina in the World Cup when was it Edgar Davids, Dutch midfield,
went up to him and then
when he was shouting at him,
uh-huh.
and then Kalina turned around and screaming, eyes popping out of his head, like screaming at his face. What happened? He walked away.
Uh-huh.
He had control of like Gattuso. Gattuso wouldn't say anything to him. Exactly. And that's Gattuso, one of the hardest players to play the game.
Well, yeah, one of the hardest. But like, as in terms of like, he was so angry all the time.
Yeah, he's so angry all the time. So referees need to find a way of gaining that respect, because players respected of how good of a referee he was.
Yeah.
Weren't happy about some of his decisions, but his decision was final.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is referees questioned about everything these days.
Yeah.
Because we have VAR.
Yeah.
The referee's decision
They've
isn't
got
final.
so much support now.
Yeah. They should be better now, but they're not. They
Somehow, the standard of refereeing has got worse since the implementation of VAR.
Yeah.
So, they've got this huge umbrella of support from VAR.
Yeah.
But yet they keep on making consistently bad decisions.
Are they getting?
And I feel like
are they getting too lax?
And no, I just feel like it's every week now. There's something bad to talk about VAR, and it should be the opposite way around. It should be like, I'm so glad we've got this in the game because it gives us another perspective and it helps the referees.
And it gives us the right decisions
every time. But somehow, even though they've got video recordings of an actual event happening and they can watch it for as long as they want, because literally that they did the other day.
Yeah.
It took 3.5 minutes to watch the Newcastle one.
Yeah.
When it was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with it at all. But yeah, it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, so
I think that concludes our rant
on technology in football.
I mean, technology and refereeing in football.
Yeah, refereeing's shoddy.
But I think that's about ends it.
Yeah.
I really hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed ranting about football.
Please like, comment, and subscribe as well.
Should have said that at the start of the video.
Please subscribe.
Please.
Yeah.
Our socials are in the description: TikTok and Instagram. Go check them out. Give them a follow. Give our videos a few cheeky little likes and that.
Yeah.
But other than that, anything else to add?
No, happy days.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for watching.